Thank you to Professor for sponsoring this video. You guys know I'm a big fan of this app and its features, and if you don't, well, just let me show you why. Professor is an in-game app for League, and it gives you information on the players in your games. It comes with a bunch of interesting features that can improve your gameplay. But if you ask me, the best feature is the fact that you can time jungle camps and summoner spells, which is insanely valuable for all players, not just junglers. This lets you stay ahead of your enemy and plan your next move. Professor is free to download, easy to use, and very accessible, so there's almost no reason not to try it out. You can download it for free with a link in the description, so make sure to give it a try. Thanks to Professor, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, here we go with our experimental Dark Harvest setup. So yeah, the whole premise of this page is not buying boots. So we're not going to buy boots, at least for a while. Like, we're just not buying boots, and in that way it's going to save us some gold. And the reason I'm trying this out is because of First Strike. Like, First Strike is just so good in terms of gold efficiency. Obviously you don't have to buy boots when you run First Strike, and you also get the money from First Strike, you know, its damage portion. So that's why I'm like, well, what if Dark Harvest, the Dark Harvest page I run, has something similar to that? Like, what if I didn't have to buy boots as Dark Harvest Kha'Zix? And I was like, huh, you know, let's just not buy boots and see how it goes. We'll run Relentless Hunter so it can make up for the lack of move speed, and then we'll stick with the Gathering Storm and Absolute Focus second for maximum damage. And yeah, the result is a maximum damage Kha'Zix build with, you know, as much damage in the runes as possible, while still having a bit of gold efficiency by not buying boots and substituting the boots for the move speed from Relentless Hunter. And so this is my mindset here. I was like, yeah, okay, let's just go Relentless and not buy boots, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I hope this game can showcase kind of the value that this setup can bring. I don't know, man. It did feel very, very good, although I was quite fed this game, let's just say that. Speaking of getting fed, these guys, you know, they had a bit of a scrap in the bot lane, and I'm going to come along here and just, you know, casually pick up a double kill. It is what it is. So we're going to pick up a double kill right off the bat. These guys don't respect jungler at all. Obviously not paying attention to where I started, etc. This is on a Smurf in around D1. Good gameplay, by the way. And yeah, just going to go back straight into my jungle. I was planning to full clear. I'm going to finish the full clear and just recall after that. So yeah, like I was saying, with the Relentless Hunter, I mean, obviously I have 2 stacks now, so when I'm out of combat, it's going to be, you know, kind of making up for the fact that I'm not buying boots, and that is going to be kind of interesting. I did find it was, you know, obviously you're not going to be as fast as boots unless you get like the full stacks. I believe full stacks is almost the same as getting tier 1 boots, so it is important you get a lot of kills here. But this setup does allow for you to get a lot of kills anyway. So for the evolutions, I think the evolutions are pretty important here. We're going to be running R-Evolve. I think it synergizes really well with Relentless Hunter, because you're going to be, you know, you're going to be R-Evolving in, and then you'll be getting the, you know, the Relentless Hunter move speed. Obviously, you could just buy boots as well. That would help a lot. But yeah, this is just something I wanted to try. I wanted to try going into an evolution path that kind of enabled Kha'Zix the most, and for sure, like, R-Evolve provides too many good opportunities for you to take in the early game. So we're going with the R-Evolve so that we can, you know, go for cheeky picks and, you know, just gank lanes really, really well. So I did reset, obviously, picking up the Serrated Dirk, and I was going to just go back into my topside camps. I take the Gromp, but then I see the Ornn that's like really, really low. So this is a very good opportunity for me to, you know, go and potentially grab another kill. So we're going to walk up. We're not going to use our leap. Just going to wait. He's going to knock both of us up, and we're going to W him for the kill. Darius flashes out, and he actually lives. So that is very, very juicy. 3 kills just like that. I think it's a bit unrealistic. I mean, like, well, maybe not. I mean, I think it's fairly real. I mean, it's definitely possible for you to get 3 kills early game in most of your games. Happens less often in high elo, of course, so I doubt this build will be... I mean, obviously, like, First Strike is just the king in high elo and everywhere, to be honest, but, you know, I just want to find ways to make the Dark Harvest work, and, you know, this is my attempt at trying to do that. So yeah, we see the Echo on the bot side. He's going to kill my Xerath, And so this is a good chance to actually go into his jungle. But I do see a fight here. Yasuo is gonna go crazy. He's gonna right click the Yasuo, sorry, the Sylas. Same thing, right? Basically, let's be honest. And right after that, I'm going to go into the Raptors here because I know that the Echo was bot side. So, you know, just checking the Raptors. They're up. I'm gonna take them. Very nice. Here comes Echo, who apparently has no respect. But I am here. He's gonna get knocked up and ulted by the Yasuo. Yasuo just barely lives, which is nice. And I'm gonna finish him off and kill steal with my leap and pick up 4 Dark Harvest stacks or like pick up my 4th Dark Harvest stack. And I believe that's my 4th Relentless Hunter stack. So yeah, basically we have boots now. Like we don't need to buy boots because we already have them through our Relentless Hunter. And that's the value that I'm trying to show you with this setup. No boots, no 300 gold spent. That's basically it. And yeah. See, like, I would be running Dark Harvest a lot more, but it's really important that you get your core items early as Kha'Zix. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, since I have to play against so many bruises and shit, the utility from my items is far more important than damage. But, you know, like, I just really, again, I want to find ways to make this work. I know I've said that like 600 times already, but we're trying to make this Dark Harvest page work because sometimes it's just, you know, the Q Evo Dark Harvest style. It just doesn't give you room to, you know, be flexible in the game. Like you have to play super greedy, and it's not always the best. And you know, with this page, I don't know. It's just a little bit more gold efficient and a little bit more flexible with the evolutions. So yeah. Alright, 1700 gold after the full clear. I'm going to recall and Duskblade it up. Yeah, look, I would say you don't have to go Duskblade. I mean, definitely don't have to go Duskblade. But I would either go Dusk or Prowler's Claw here. I think Prowler's Claw is the better option with this build because, I mean, it just generally is better with R Evolve early game. You don't really need Duskblade with R Evolve. Traditionally, that's better later on into the game, but, you know, I just love Duskblade. Who doesn't love Duskblade, right? Like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to keep this item alive. It's so hard, but we're trying, okay? Okay, so Yasuo is going crazy in the mid lane. Actually kills the Ornn. That's juicy. Like I said, this is not like crazy high elo game. I mean, it's like Diamond 1, Diamond 2 or something. So don't expect the highest caliber of gameplay out there. Gonna pick up my camps. And we're going to see what we can do here. I know this Sylas is low because obviously you killed the Yasuo just then. So this is pretty much free. We're going to walk up and use the R Evolve and just give him a nice little auto Q. Bam, pick up the Dark Harvest stack. We're at full Relentless Hunter stacks now. We've killed everyone on the map, which is, it is rare. It's very rare actually. I mean, it's rare to have like that sort of value early game. Just managing to get all your Bounty Hunter stacks just like that in like 8 minutes. Yeah, I mean, that won't happen every game, but, you know, we're still, even if you don't get, like, Bounty Hunter stacks, you're still getting a very small amount of move speed from the Relentless Hunter, and that does help, like, any bit helps, right? And, yeah. And this is going to be even better when we get the Ghostblade, right? Because we're not buying boots, we can just go straight into, like, a longsword, for example, and immediately start building into the Ghostblade. No issues with that at all. Once we get the Ghostblade, it's just going to be a lot easier. Honestly, we won't even notice that we don't have boots, right? So we get the Herald here because, I mean, these guys didn't contest at all. They went for Dragon instead, and that's a perfectly fine trade to take. I noticed the red buff is respawned here, and the Echo is still bot side, so we're going to try and go for these camps here, and we will be able to do so successfully. We have a lot of damage in our runes, a lot of. Yeah, our damage is very, very on point right now because we've managed to stay ahead in levels. We're not wasting our gold on fucking move speed, right? We're getting just pure damage, and it's working out really nicely, so yeah. Gonna R-Evolve in here on the Sylas. This is why I love R-Evolve. It's just very, very juicy, but this is also why I hate R-Evolve, because Sylas is AIDS. And whenever you run R-Evolve against Sylas, he will just take your R-Evolve, and whenever you try to gank him, he'll just run away. So yeah, there's not really much you can do about that. Don't evolve specifically for Sylas, because that's just a bad idea. But Ashe, landing a banger ultimate, actually snipes the Sylas, and Yasuo's going to pick him up. So wow, Man, what is it with these ashes in my games? Just landing the biggest arrows of all time. I mean, like, it's kind of crazy. Alright, so, I mean, nothing really much else to talk about in terms of the build. We're just building into the Ghost Blade, like I said, and that's gonna, I mean, like, the synergy's there, right, guys? You can tell. With the Ghost Blade, with the R Evolve, with the Relentless Hunter, we're making up for the fact that we don't have boots with the items and the Relentless Hunter. And I want to touch on something else a little bit later, once we get our second evolution, but yeah. Silas is going to go a little bit crazy on me. He's a bit upset. I don't really know why. But look at that, that's funny. That's actually funny. That was the dumbest decision of my life, but I mean, I felt like I could get away with that because I had Flash. I try and go on the Silas, and then he isolates last second, and then I'm going to pick him up under the tower and then flash out, but unfortunately, Echo and Bard are there to clean me up, and they predict me right. I guess what I should have done is like walk back up into the bush and then just like waited for my leap to come up, and then maybe I could have lived that, but you know, it is what it is. Happens. Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm back to saying it is what it is. It is what it is, okay? Get over it. A lot of people, when I said that like a while back in one of the videos, people were like, no, we actually like it when you say it is what it is. Please keep saying it. I was like, what? Okay. Sure. Yeah, sure, why not? But yeah, it is what it is, right? So a bit of a scrap is going on in the bot lane. My Yasuo was getting clapped. Xerath got clapped, unlucky. These guys are super low, so I'm gonna try and look to see if we can do anything here. See, like, I mean, we have the equal amount of move speed akin to like tier 1 boots, right? With the Relentless Hunter. It's perfectly fine. No issues here. Ez ease forward, so this is pretty much free. I just jump on him, give him auto Q, and piss off out of there. See you later, mate. That's my 7th kill of the game. Bard's going to portal out. Don't follow him, of course. And then we're going to shove the wave instantly. This wave is very, very big for us because it's going to get us level 10. And then all we really need to do now is try and get level 11. I believe what I do here is just full clear. I could be wrong, but it seems like the most logical thing that I would do here. Because, I mean, generally, when you're level 10 and you have all your camps up, basically, it's a good idea to just clear your whole jungle, and that way you'll either be really close to level 11 or you will be level 11, and that's something I want to try and go for here. Pretty sure that's what was in my head. I don't actually remember too much, but this was my this is my thought process. This is what I think was my thought process. Yeah, okay. So Xerath is actually going crazy. He's gonna 1v3, picks up the Bard. He's gonna go down to the Silas though, but I see a good chance to go in. This is kind of free, and I find the Ornn in isolation. I'm gonna pick up the Ornn. Duskblade resets do very decent damage, and I'm gonna try and get the W off. Doesn't do enough damage. Silas lives on 1 HP. It's kind of my bad. I think I played that kind of mechanically shit, but whatever. Yasuo's gonna go in and die because, you know, why not? And immediately I'm just gonna decide to recall. I believe I recall him because I just wanted to get the Ghost Blade ASAP and then get back on the map. So we pick up the Ghost Blade, boom, there's the double longsword instantly afterwards. So we're going immediately into the last whisper. This is what I like about it, guys. Like, you're not delaying your items at all. You're just going straight into damage, and that's, I don't know, I just love it. It means you don't have to spend like 300 gold on tier 1 boots, or like 650 extra gold on like your CDR boots or whatever boots you want to go. It's just a lot of, like, it's just valuable to not buy boots, and that's why I think the first strike page is so strong. Excuse me, so strong, right? Because you don't have to spend that extra gold to get on the boots and increase your move speed. You know, you can just go straight into your items, like your proper damage items, and that's like it's just so valuable, man. And I feel like this build has a lot of value in that regard by not buying boots. I mean, we're fast enough, right? Take a look at this. We evolved the E. And I'm going to see a good opportunity to go in here. Ezreal sees me though, so he's going to E out. I W the Ornn, get a reset on him, jump on the Ezreal, get another reset. I mean, R instantly because I'm about to die. Auto, try and EQ double jump with the Echo, but he has ulti. I wasn't really expecting to kill him there. I just had to get out of that scenario. And he's going to go on the Xerath, and I pick him up with my W one last time. So again, yeah, I wanted to touch on the E evolve second. I mean, like, you don't need move speed if you are just jumping all over the place, right? So that's why we have the E evolve, so that we can use the E to get closer as our gap closer, hopefully kill the enemy, and then, I mean, just jump out if we need to afterwards and do all that shit. You know how E evolves work. You know how evolve works, guys, right? Of course you do. So that was my plan. You know, we are definitely going to be slow in fight, and the only way we can increase our move speed in fight is with the U moves, which is going to be good, of course. And although we'll probably be using that like before, like as we engage, so we won't have it during the fight. And the Void Assault, right? That's the only way we can increase our move speed. But again, it's not really going to matter if we can use our E resets effectively, because we'll just be jumping, and you know, that's going to be very, very juicy. And yeah, we finally pick up the last Whisper. Team is fighting here. Darius is going to go nutty here. He's going to go crazy. He's actually very, very fed, and he's going to be doing some funny shit here. This funny Bruiser 2022 shit. Gonna double kill the Ornn. Hey, how's it going? Ezreal tries flashing away. Hey, how's it going? Isolated one shot there. And basically they're all gonna die. And then immediately after, we go into the Herald here. Now, yeah, I wanted to touch on one thing, which was the fact that I know some people have issues with playing E-Evolve without Q-Evolve. Like me. Like me specifically. I wanted to talk about it because it can be kind of jarring to jump on someone and not have the increased auto range from your evolved Q. I think it's really, really confusing sometimes, and honestly, like, it throws me off a lot with my combos and stuff, so just keep that in mind. Like, you will have the lower auto range. It just feels so weird with evolved E not having evolved Q, but you know, it's definitely viable in a certain way, and you know, it's just something you have to get used to. You got to make sure you range your jumps a lot more carefully, so that you can get an auto range of the enemy. But yeah. So the item I'm going for next is obviously the Ceruldas. We have the Last Whisper, and we're just going to try and get that ASAP. I'm trying to farm up for it here. I believe I do have it here. Do I? I can't. Nah. Yeah, I do have it. So nice. That's good. Pick up the Ceruldas. I'm not going to go LDR because, well, basically, I don't know. I just feel like, well, we don't need it here for one thing, and the extra CDR from Ceruldas is going to let us be more mobile by letting us have our jump up more often. So, you know, if we're trying to get around and just, you know, we can just jump and then, you know, it'll come up faster, blah, blah, blah. You know, Ceruldas is always good, okay? It's just a standard, you know, assassin Kha'Zix build with Dustblade. The only difference is we're not buying boots. Okay? Yeah. So we're going to be trying to siege this tower here. I dropped the Herald down, and I'm pretty much just kind of looking for a decent pick. I mean, the whole premise of this evolution order is to be sneaky, look for picks, because you have the R and E evolve, so you can engage with the R, maybe find a good reset or some shit, follow with your big ranged leap, and then just get out. So yeah, very, very nice. The only issue is that you don't have evolve Q or the DPS, so you can't stick around long. Like, you can't play like extended fights that well unless you space out your R's. But yeah. Anyway, I killed the Ornn here, and we jump on the Bard there. Nothing else to say. I'm gonna R back in to see if they walk up too far. They're gonna try Ash ult me, not gonna connect, and use all my cast of R to look for picks, but they just don't walk up enough. Hey, how's it going, Echo? Nice ulti, bro. He is gonna go down in a one shot. Bye bye bye. See you later. I mean, like, that's the damage we want to see, right? The damage we're getting from Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm, Dark Harvest, Sudden Impact, and Eyeball Collection, guys, it's super underrated. Absolute Focus and Gathering Storm in particular will give you a lot of burst damage. It's like 20 AD we're getting right now, 18 AD. I know, I can do math. And yeah, it's just super valuable. I would recommend it if you're looking to maximize your damage, because nothing beats this page, man. Nothing. It's just too good. It's too good for Kha'Zix. The only issue is that if everyone's running First Strike and you're running this page and you're not getting kills, you're kind of just fucked. So yeah, make sure you get kills with this page. If you don't get kills, you lose the game. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Feast or Famine, right? So my team's going to be fighting mid. I want to go in. I mean, the right play would be to just push top and go in. But I see a good chance to engage here. Hello, Silas. I messed up my combo kind of badly because I lack the evolve Q range, so my mouse placing is a bit off. Try and do some flashy double jump shit, but it's not gonna happen. And then we're just gonna ace them and try to take down the tower and tank it a little bit. Can take 2 hits before I have to jump out. But yeah, just gotta recall off that. Not buying boots just yet. Actually, no, I could buy boots here. I kind of hid this from you guys. I lied. Yeah, I do buy boots in this game. It's just a bit later. But yeah, the premise is still there. Using the gold from boots and investing it into your items. Yeah. So we're going to the Edge of Night next with the Serrated Dirk. Looking to get that next. And I mean, I'm not really giving a shit about objectives here. I'm just trying to check. I'm just trying to fight and like test out the build. See how good it is. Generally, R and E evolve is a really underrated combo actually. I think it works better with Prowler's Claw probably, but if you can get resets with the Duskblade, then you're not gonna go wrong. Like, you have the evolved E, you can gap close with the evolved E, and it's just super juicy all in all. It's a very fun playstyle, I will say that. Definitely try it out if you are looking to spice up your Kha'Zix gameplay a little bit, but yeah. Anyway, our fight is, a bit of a fight's gonna break out here. Echo is very, very low. They're looking to contest the dragon, but they're in a very poor position to do so. I'm going to walk up here where I'm assuming there's no vision because I've got the sweeper out, and I'm going to end up behind them. I'm going to use the U-moves and R-Evolve to go in, find the Ornn in isolation, one-shot the Ornn. Hey, how's it going? Trying to double jump Ezreal, but he flashes out of vision. We just love to see it. I hate it when people do that. It's so frustrating, but it is what it is. And we're going to pick up the Silas instead for double kill. Looking to kill the Echo for a reset, but I didn't realize he actually ulted backwards behind us. We didn't see it because he was in the bush, but yeah, he actually totally just bamboozled us there. And he's going to get away. And yeah, that was all she wrote there. I'm not really going to be able to find much here. The Ezreal's hella low, and I have my W max, so I can't actually... I mean, he would... I think he might just barely live from a W there, but I was trying to get the Dark Harvest stack. And Ornn's going to TP in with the ulti, with the Ram. How's it going, mate? I'm going to R-Evolve in again. This is terrible, by the way. I just... Yeah, I get a little greedy. I expected Ezreal to walk up a little bit more, but then again, there was no reason for him to actually walk up when they killed the Xerath, so that was my bad there. Just poor judgment from my part, and I end up just dying for no reason. Unlucky. Alright, we're back. How are we doing? So yeah, I decided to buy the boots. Hang on, I think I could have got Edge of Night here. Am I shitting myself, or could I have got Edge of Night? I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I finally buy the boots because I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't think I have enough for anything, so I may as well just buy them. And in the meantime, Darius is actually going crazy and just, you know, pushing, hard pushing, just 1v5ing apparently, while everyone's gone. And he's actually doing some crazy work here. And really, what we should be doing now is Baron. But like I said, this is only an experimental game, so we're not really trying to do anything mechanically or like macroly correct. That can't be right. Anyway, we're gonna see the Ezreal, give him a quick little QW, and pick up another Dark Harvest stack. Very juicy. And I could recall and go for Edge of Night here, which is what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I find a big issue with this build is the fact that there's no sustain in it, but that'll obviously change if you manage to pick up like a Ravenous Hydra or something. The Hydra is going to give you Omnivamp, and that's going to be super valuable. And that's why I consider First Strike and Eclipse to be the just absolute meta. First Strike, Eclipse, and R-Evolve, it's the meta because it takes everything great about Kha'Zix and great about the items for Kha'Zix and great about the runes for Kha'Zix and just puts it into Kha'Zix, and it's like, yeah, okay, this is the meta build for sure. But we're not running that this game because we want the Dark Harvest juiciness. But yeah, we're going to look for Baron, and that's about it. Just looking for a good chance to engage here, honestly. We can fight them very easily, but obviously we're Kha'Zix, so we have to be careful, find a good chance. R-Evolve in. How's it going, Ezreal? He unisolates at the last second, unfortunate. My Q cancels on the Silas, hate to see it. He tries to get away with his E, not gonna happen. I hit that W, you know we hit those Ws, mate. And gonna go on Ornn next. Hey, how's it going? Perfect chance to do a double jump here. Hey, how's it going? Looking for more. Can't really get the montage play off, unlucky. But yeah, that's gonna be a game, guys. Just a nice chill experimental game. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely try this out. Definitely a viable build, I'd say. And you know, it does have its place, I think, for Kha'Zix. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed it. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Catch you later.